Diamond Development Initiatives is 20. "20 years of providing development services to unserved and underserved communities across Nigeria. 20 years of impact. 20 years of building strategic partnerships with indigenous, community-based organizations, businesses, cooperative societies, producer groups, and government agencies to amplify grassroots voices in Nigeria and around the world." DDI was established in 2002 with its first office in Kano State. It moved its headquarters to Abuja, and over the years, DDI has been providing development services across Nigeria.
Although we actually began operations in November 2002, we conceptualized the idea of setting up the organization around April 2002. We began with 5 staff, and 5 years later we opened a second office in Kaduna. And in 2011 we took a strategic decision to consolidate our offices and relocate to Abuja. And today, in addition to our Abuja office, we have staff located in Lagos, Kebbi, Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states.
Nigeria has a population of over 200 million people, with unemployment rate of 33.3%, underemployment rate of 22.8%, and youth unemployment rate of 42.5%, according to the National Bureau of Statistics. Due to its high population, many Nigerians, especially the youth, are affected by low-quality education, skills and business training, funding for businesses and agricultural practices, and lack of some basic social amenities. DDI, in the past 20 years, in conjunction with its international partners, funders, and state government agencies, through various programs, are rendering tremendous helps to farmers, youths, and women-led entrepreneurship, small and medium-scale businesses to navigate through the unfavorable business climate with mentoring, capacity building, grant support, business advisory support, and value chain linkages. In the quest to achieve these goals, DDI set up a portfolio team system.
So we focus in certain specific areas. Number one, we provide business support and enterprise management services. By this, we work with organizations to design business plans, market their products, identify marketing channels, and so on.
For the past 6 years, DDI has been supporting these innovative young entrepreneurs and provided them with business skills, project implementation skills, financial analysis, mentoring them, in order for them to be able to be better, to turn out their businesses as envisaged. And we have the likes of Dr. Smile in Kano.
I was selected among 30 African entrepreneurs, to get the first yearly USADF grant. And my application was basically based on a pop-up dental clinic model and a mobile dental clinic model of providing dental services to rural communities and hard-to-reach areas. So DDI happened to be the implementing partner for this grant, and with this grant we were able to set up pop-up clinics. I call them pop-up because it's that they are self-sustainable clinics, dental clinics, cost-effective and based on renewable energy.
According to Wikipedia, 70% of Nigerian population are into crops and animal farming, but are barely making any substantial profits due to inadequate technical and financial support, training, and proper market channels for the producers.
Secondly, we also work in the area of agricultural value chain development and commodity market access. We provide sustained value chain development and improvement to smallholder farmer groups and cooperatives so that they can have access to the range of services they need to enhance their productivity and so that their goods can reach the final consumer.
We provide business support to them to enable them build their enterprises. We also provide value chain support and market linkages to them so that they can grow their farm enterprises from where they are now to where we envision them to be. We also, for those farmer groups that are beneficiaries of USAIDF grant, we also provide grant management support to them, where we introduce them to various policies, systems of USAIDF, so that they are effectively able to manage their grants and achieve their grant objectives.
Gaskiya mun haɗu da DDI a NADA. Sun zo NADA, mun zo NADA, muka haɗu da su a NADA. To kuma daga nan suka karɓe mu akan cewar tunda muna noma za su haɗa mu da ADF su tallafa mana.
In the STAR project, we worked in 3 states and we worked in 8 local governments and 36 communities. And in those communities, we were able to impact almost 10,000 farmers by providing trainings and by, like I said before, linkages and establishing demonstration farms, also by establishing marketing committees on their behalf.
We've carried out 3 strategic capacity development trainings. One of them is training these producer groups on group dynamics, that's group organization and management, financial education, marketing basics, and also on business plan development.
And then we also work in the area of youth employability, where we provide support to the provision of industry and trade-relevant vocational skills to youth for them to either launch their own SMEs as entrepreneurs or to take up available employment opportunities.
The plan is to train unemployed youths in Lagos State for them to have skills for jobs as well as entrepreneurship. Because of the way the program is run, we currently have 4,217 students that have gone through the project. Right now, we have 52% of them to be females, making sure that we are gender sensitive. And out of them, we have 2,811 of them that are currently placed. When we say placed, we have those are in jobs and those are currently on the entrepreneurship route. I can't forget Tosin Okelwo. Tosin Okelwo was someone that was unemployed, but she got into auto mechanic, which is even rare for women. And right now, she's working with a reputable organization, and she's working on cars by Chevrolet, Toyota, and she's really doing very well for them, for ourselves.
After the training, I was posted for internship, which I did for a period of 3 months. And during my internship, I was given the opportunity to work with other people who are also very skilled in the industry. So that means I did not just sit down in class to learn the theoretical aspect, I also applied the practicals, which was more of what I did during the internship.
I got a job in the banking sector, and then I resigned because I wanted a ground where I could develop myself creatively.
I was taught graphics design and product design, and I had to know how to implement the principles of graphics. So I've learned numerous principles and elements of design which is helping me today.
One of our programs is our employability program, where we train youth across several sectors in Lagos State and then place them in jobs for minimum of 3 months, mentor them, and then hopefully they will get retained. Some of them also go through the entrepreneurship route.
One thing I must say is that in working with USAIDF DDI, there's a lot of hand-holding, there's a lot of guidance. It's like they don't want you to fail. And I know that at FSD we do a lot of good work, but you can do a lot of good work. If you don't have a good partner, you are going to fail. So with their projects, they want you to do well.
DDI encourages renewable energy that produces no greenhouse gas emissions from fossil fuels and reduces some types of air pollution.
We also work in the renewable off-grid energy space. We support the provision of sustainable power to underserved and unserved communities in Nigeria. And we do this by working closely with local energy entrepreneurs to deploy off-grid renewable energy solutions across the country.
We have supported the implementation of about 60 projects, off-grid energy projects, cutting across mini-grid solutions, standalone solutions, solar home systems, cold storage solutions, energy agri-nexus projects, energy health nexus projects as well. Primarily, what we do is to ensure that we provide relevant hand-holding, for early and mid-stage renewable energy companies to successfully deploy these clean energy solutions as well, provide them with M&E support as well as also full-on financing. And we have seen tremendous successes take place in the course of this journey as well. DDI today has implemented almost 60 renewable energy projects, creating over 8,000 connections to low-income households and 2,000 connections to small and medium-scale businesses, And when you look at the kind of impact, impacting over 500,000 lives alone, So when you look at it with projects in almost 5 out of 6 geopolitical zones within the country, you see the impact firsthand, from the north, from the south, and you see that each community has the way they relate to this electricity that you're providing.
So providing clean and energy efficient technologies using solar power, for instance, we're able to provide continuous and reliable power supply for these businesses to operate. We were introduced to DDI as the technical support organization for the USADF.
So for us, at the time, we had just completed our first pilot project in Eche, River State, Nigeria. And having that as the first commercially driven mini-grid, solar mini-grid for energy access in the country.
Solar ina da kyau, ba abin da ina same mu, jin daɗi ne, akwai kauyen da yawa suna so, har wayo muna farin ciki, kamar da za a ɗauka shi a sa jikinmu haka muke so, Allah ya kara maka girma.
To a lokacin da nake amfani da diesel, muna sayan diesel 20,000. To amma yanzu da muka haɗa sola, ina sa katin 8,000. To zai fita min da aikin 20,000 da ake yi. To na riban gas ina samu zai kai 6,000 kafin ya ƙare. To amma na sola ina samu zai kai 12,000. Akwai bambanci da nisa ma sosai ba kusa.
Lokaci wanda ba kawo ta ba, ina sa lita 2 a janareto ba zai kai awa 2 ba sai ka ga ya kare. Amma tun da aka kawo tanga, ina sa 1,000 sai ya kai kwana 15, 12.
So I made more than what I have been earning before, as in the amount that I earned the time that there are no lights and compared to it now. So things is just expanding and we're enjoying it, honestly.
We're also grants managers. We provide technical assistance to donors as well as grants beneficiaries in areas such as grant application screening, pre-award, due diligence, financial record keeping, disbursement tracking, grant monitoring and evaluation, grant closeout, in fact, the entire grant cycle.
DDI takes the issue of resource mobilization seriously. We have a resource mobilization committee that attracts funding into the organization. We also ensure that all funds that we attract into the organization are adequately reported in our books and records, and we render proper stewardship of the resources to all our key stakeholders.
for one of the women entrepreneurs. I would like to mention Auto Ease Service Limited. They're actually in Enugu State, and this is a woman-owned and led businesses. This is a woman that's at the implementation, the start of the implementation. She lost her husband, and then of course she took on with the support from DDI, and then she's been able to train 30 women in auto refurbishing.
And so this is where DDI came in immensely for us, the support, the advisory, the advice that came, all of the guidance, monitoring, everything that you can think of.
People around me will be able to attest to the fact that I somehow, sometime, gained something from Auto Ease in Enugu.
The idea of this project is that through the project we'll be able to impact women's value chain. So it's not just the 25, these 25 businesses have value chains, have suppliers, have beneficiaries. So there's a domino effect that will occur as a result of this intervention. And DDI is very rare to have partners that want to be with you even during the difficult times and are really committed to helping you come through those difficult times. And I think that is what DDI's support has been to us, where whatever the challenge is, we can immediately shoot out an email, and within a short amount of time, you have a response.
Through robust financial management, M&E, and program delivery systems, DDI has managed a portfolio of grants from and strategic partnership with the United States African Development Foundation, USADF, United States Agency for International Development, USAID, Catholic Relief Services, CRS, Germany's Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development, Alliance for Green Revolution in Africa, AGRA, all on an impact investor seeded by Shell Nigeria, Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition, GAIN, Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, Jigawa State Government, Kano State Government, Kaduna State Government, and the Kebbi State Government.
I'll summarize them in what I call the 4 Ps. Number 1, people. Our staff, our board members have not only been dedicated, but they've been very committed to the mission and vision of the organization. That is what has been keeping us going.
And I'm glad about what DDI is doing. It's spreading its tentacles to touch women, to touch young people, to touch men.
Since the establishment and the starting of activities of DDI, they have been constant. There was never any problem. Many NGOs started with DDI around that time, but because of one thing or the other, they have to fold up.
The organization has done quite a lot in terms of agriculture, in terms of youth entrepreneurship, business development.
DDI has achieved a lot because we affected the life of people, especially in the rural area, all over Nigeria, in different sectors of Nigeria, different states, and so on and so forth.
But I think what keeps DDI afloat is in the way they deliver, in the way they have maintained quality, and in the way they have maintained integrity.
I'm contributing towards the quest to improve living standards, provide secured livelihoods to people who lack that opportunity. It's very fulfilling for me.
One of the things that I love the most about my job is the tangibility of the impact. You know, you see where Dex work translates to real-time impact on the field.
The second P is processes. Our procedures, our systems, our policies that we designed, that we adhered to from the beginning, and we continue to refine, have been our guiding torch on this journey.
Also in the area of procurement, we ensure that we are objective in all we do related to procurement. we ensure that we achieve the 3 E's of procurement, which is economy, efficiency, and effectiveness.
And the third P is our partners, without whom we wouldn't have been able to achieve much. Their unflinching support over the years, their understanding, willingness to adapt to our conditions has been extremely rewarding.
As our local technical partner in Nigeria, Diamond Development Initiatives is integral to our success at the grassroots level. I want to recognize the role your hard work and local knowledge play in USADF's ability to create pathways to prosperity in Nigeria.
My relationship with DDI has been very cordial, and this is because DDI is an organization that has a knack for compliance. My role essentially is compliance monitoring, and DDI is an organization that likes compliance. So for an organization that likes compliance, it's very easy to work with them.
We've been working with DDI now for 3 years, and it's been a successful collaboration so far. As of today, with DDI, we've successfully trained almost 5,000 youths, and we've also placed 60% in jobs, and 70% of them have been certified.
The last P is our program philosophy. We have learned that development efforts should be centered around the persons who will be impacted by the intervention. Their priorities should be considered. Their involvement is required. Their commitment should be evident. In other words, to be truly reflective of the needs to be addressed by the program, development should be participatory.
The USADF and LSCTF employability scheme has done huge for me. And this, for a fact, is the truth. So first off, I found my happiness. For me, I found financial freedom and as well as growth. And I've come to a place where I understand what I want through this scheme, and then I'm working towards getting as much as I can. And all is because I have gone through a process that's actually set me in place for the right position.
With the backing of our various partners, funders, and dedicated staff, we're looking forward to building more societies that provide equitable opportunities for self-actualization through economic empowerment and sustainable livelihood initiatives.
I'm happy DDI is 20 years now. I'm excited at the prospects that we have ahead of us, and I look forward to overcoming any challenges we may have and grow the way we plan to. Congratulations, DDI. Congratulations all.
Celebrating 20 years of giving hope and creating opportunities.
I'm congratulating DDI for 20 years of existence.
A big congratulations to DDI, and I would also say that we shouldn't rest on our hearts and we should keep the flag flying.
So for DDI, congratulations to every one of us at 20.
I would like to say a super duper congratulations to DDI on this 20th anniversary.
My prayer for them is to keep up doing and keep bettering what they are doing, what DDI is doing at the moment.
I say kudos to you and to the entire team.
It's a surprise that DDI is 20 years old, but then DDI has done a lot of work.
A very big thank you to DDI at 20. I want to say a very big congratulations to everybody at DDI who's making it big.
Congratulations, DDI! Congratulations, DDI!
Happy 20th anniversary, DDI!
Happy 20th anniversary, DDI. Looking back, we can happily say this is our 20 years of
scaling hurdles and consolidating on our achievements,
promoting economic growth across the continent,
providing technical assistance,
existence,
giving hope,
contribution to national development,
actualizing the dream,
illuminating several lights across deprived and underserved climes.